Late at night, you find yourself paralyzed, a shadowy figure looming at the foot of your bed, a tall man with a wide-brimmed hat. You can't scream, you can't escape. Is this just a dream, or are you staring into the eyes of something far more terrifying? What would you do if this wasn't a dream? Tonight, we explore the chilling legend of the Hat Man and its connection to a deadly trend involving a common drug that is likely in your medicine cabinet right now. Stick around, you might pick up something useful if he ever crosses your path. The Hat Man first surfaced in the early 2000s on forums and message boards. People from all over the world shared similar stories, waking up in the middle of the night, unable to move, and seeing a dark figure in a hat standing over them. The descriptions were consistent: a tall, faceless man in black, exuding an overwhelming sense of fear. Sleep paralysis is a condition where your mind wakes up, but your body stays in a dream state. It's during this time that many claim to see the Hat Man. But who is he? Is he just a figment of our imagination? Or could he be something much more sinister? To understand the Hat Man, we need to look into the psychology of sleep paralysis and why it often brings out our deepest fears. But what makes the Hat Man even more intriguing is his link to a modern danger, the misuse of Benadryl. In 2020, a dangerous trend known as the Benadryl Challenge began circulating on TikTok, urging participants to take high doses of the over-the-counter allergy medication Benadryl to induce hallucinations. What many didn't anticipate was that one of the most common hallucinations reported during this challenge was an encounter with the Hat Man. The challenge quickly gained traction amongst young users. Despite its extremely hazardous consequences, taking large amounts of Benadryl far beyond the recommended dosage can lead to severe health issues, including seizures, heart problems, and even death. Tragically, this isn't just a hypothetical danger. In April 2023, 13-year-old Jacob Howard Stevens from Ohio lost his life after consuming 12 to 14 Benadryl pills as part of this viral challenge. His parents found him convulsing, and despite being rushed to the hospital, Jacob never regained consciousness. Doctors confirmed that the excessive dose had caused irreversible brain damage. The US Food and Drug Administration, FDA, issued warnings about this reckless trend, emphasizing that taking high doses of Benadryl can lead to serious and life-threatening consequences, including coma and even death. Social media platforms like TikTok have since taken steps to remove related content, but the risk remains, especially as new challenges continue to emerge. Benadryl, or diphenhydramine, is a common allergy medication, but when taken in large amounts, it can cause severe side effects like delirium and vivid hallucinations. During these episodes, many users have reported seeing the Hat Man. But why does this figure keep showing up in so many people's experiences? High doses of Benadryl disrupt normal sleep patterns, particularly REM sleep, where vivid dreaming happens. This disruption can trigger sleep paralysis and the accompanying hallucinations. The Hat Man isn't just a nightmare. He's a symptom of a mind pushed to its limits, balancing on the edge of reality. But why is it always the Hat Man? Why do so many people see the same figure, especially when different substances influence them? To find out, we need to dig into the cultural and psychological reasons behind this shared vision. The Hat Man isn't just an internet myth. He's become a modern-day boogeyman, deeply rooted in our collective fears. Psychologists suggest that figures like Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street have planted the seed for these terrifying visions. After all, isn't sleep supposed to be when we're safe? Yet, the idea that we're most vulnerable in these moments taps into a primal fear that's echoed across cultures. Shadow people, dark, human-like figures have been reported in cultures worldwide. Islamic traditions speak of the jinn, supernatural beings made of smokeless fire. Native American folklore tells of Nalusa Chito, a shadowy figure symbolizing evil. Could the Hat Man be a modern version of these ancient fears? As more people share their encounters online, the Hat Man's image grows stronger, much like the infamous Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. What started as a rare, isolated experience has evolved into a widespread phenomenon, with each new story adding fuel to the legend, making it all the more real in the minds of those who hear it. Sound familiar? What if this isn't just another horror movie villain, but something far more terrifying, creeping into our reality? So, what if you find yourself face to face with the Hat Man? What do you do when this shadowy figure steps out of your nightmares and into your waking world? Here's what you can try. Stay calm. The fear might be overwhelming, but you need to focus on your breathing. Slow, deep breaths can help you regain control. The more you panic, the stronger the hallucination can feel. Shift your focus. Try moving just one part of your body, a finger, a toe. Sometimes, this small action can snap you out of the paralysis and break the hold the Hat Man has on you. Reaffirm reality. If you can, find something in your room that's familiar and focus on it. A light source, your clock, anything that reminds you where you are. This can help ground you and remind you that you're safe. But what if the Hat Man isn't just a hallucination? What if he's more than a trick of the mind? Many who've seen him believe that he's not just a figment of their imagination, but something much darker, a being that feeds on fear, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. Over the years, countless people have shared their encounters with the Hat Man, each story as chilling as the last. From sleep paralysis to drug-induced hallucinations, the experiences are hauntingly similar. One chilling account from The Hat Man Project, a website dedicated to documenting encounters with the Hat Man, describes a person waking up in the dead of night, completely paralyzed. As their eyes adjust to the darkness, they notice a tall, shadowy figure at the foot of their bed. The figure wore a wide-brimmed hat and a long coat that seemed to merge with the shadows around him. He didn't move or make a sound. He just stared, his face completely obscured in darkness. The witness reported an overwhelming sense of dread, as if the very air in the room had thickened, making it hard to breathe. They felt as though the figure was feeding off their fear, growing more solid as the terror took hold. When they finally managed to blink, the Hat Man vanished, but the feeling of being watched lingered long after. This experience, like many others documented on the Hat Man Project, left the witness deeply shaken, unable to shake the memory of that haunting figure. Have you seen the Hat Man? Have you felt that cold grip of fear in the dead of night, knowing something was watching? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might just be the key to uncovering more about this dark and mysterious figure. So, what is the Hat Man? A shared hallucination from our deepest fears? Or is something darker lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike when we're most vulnerable? The truth is, we may never know, but the stories keep coming, and the legend grows stronger with each one. Remember, you're not alone. If you've seen the Hat Man, you're among countless others who've faced this terrifying figure. But keep the lights on and sleep with one eye open, because who knows what else might be waiting in the dark.